Hey everybody, Kyle Farley here with the AMPM Guide Service and Hooked in Travel. Today we're going over the new Lowrance Eagle FishFinder, the new replacement for the hook reveal. And today we're going over the programming, the settings, and how to set up for the FishFinder. Stay tuned, guys.
Alright guys, this is a new Eagle replacement of the Lowrance hook reveal and the hook 2. The main improvement they've made was locking power cord and locking transducers, because the biggest complaint in the old days was the guys never had the cables pushed in and the unit wouldn't read the sonar or the water temperature or power on. So we'll start with the power cord. If you look closely, there's a unlocked symbol here. You follow the pinning. There's a tab on the top. We push it in, and then we lock it. So that one's locked in position. We take the transducer. Same thing. We snap this plastic clip onto the transducer wire. We line up the tabs. The tabs are at the top. Throw it in, push it in, locks into position, can't pull it out.
Okay, yeah, I'm good now.
Alright guys, so we just turned on the new Eagle Lowrance sonar. We're going to start with the language of English. This is the enter button and the menu button. So we're going to press enter. Yes, we press enter. So the arrow down is the enter button. Accept, enter. Configure the device, miles per hour, finish. So when you purchase the units, press enter again. The units are set up poorly as far as we're concerned. So when you buy the units from the factory, we're going to do the overlays. A little bit tricky. We've gotten really good at setting them up. So the first thing we're going to do is hit the power button. We're going to arrow down, arrow across, edit overlay. We're going to press enter. It's highlighted blue square to speed. We need to make it bigger, so we hit the plus button. We arrow down with the cursor button. It's highlighted to depth. You can't see well, but I'm just going to make it bigger. I'm going to press the options button, which guides you. And we're going to go to move. It's because we want to get it out of the way. So we press the enter button. So we move the depth over to the right. And it's made larger so I can see it. Press enter. Water temperature, we make it bigger, hit the plus button. We move it over to the options, move, enter, move it across. This is a little tricky, but once you get it done, you'll never have to do this again. So I have the water temp below the depth. Finish moving, hit the arrow button down. We're going to options. We now need to add more information. Enter button. We definitely want to know our course, so we press enter. Course over ground. Arrow down. We would like to put trip information, so I press the arrow down button. I want my yearly distance, my trip distance, my average speed, max speed of the boat. Go to time, and we turn on the voltmeter. So I've got a lot of information on the screen. Now I'm going to move everything. So right now we're highlighted at voltage. We go to options. We go to move. We move it across the screen because there's a toolbar down here. We press the enter button. Finish moving. Go to time. Enter. Options. Move it again. We're going to move the time. We're going to make it a little bit bigger. Hit the plus button. We're going to bring it down. Finish moving. Go to the compass heading. Make it bigger. Plus button. Options. Move it. So we put the course in the top center of the screen so we can keep our boat straight. Finish moving. So now we're just going to move the odometer to the right side. Whoops. We're going to move the odometer to the right side of the screen. Enter. Finish moving. Trip. We're going to go options, move, enter. Move it to the right side of the screen. enter. Average speed, move it to the options, enter, move it to the right side of the screen. So the reason why we put a trip computer on the unit is it tells us how far we go on a tank of gas. It just gives us a reference point, so it makes it a lot friendlier, so you understand what your boat's doing. Enter. This is the last one. We move the max speed of your boat so you know how fast your boat really goes, and we put it right here. We're happy with it. Finish moving, finish editing, hit the X button, save everything, press the enter button. All that information's here. Now here's why we do this. When I hit the page button and I go to the most important page, which is highlighted in blue, we have our map with our FishFinder. We press enter. Same thing. All our trip information's here. Our depth, our water temp, our compass heading, our speed, our voltage, our time. So all the information's on all screens on any page that you pick. Now, I want a bigger map, smaller FishFinder. I hit the menu button, the power button. I run my cursor across to adjust splits. I press the enter button. We have a round button here. We go right, 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 right. We press enter. Now we have a bigger map, smaller FishFinder. And that's important when you run to your next spot. Now, when we troll or we pull a harness in Northern Ontario for walleye or pickerel, we hit the page button. We're going to go, you see the blue here? We're going to go up. We go up to settings. We press enter button. We go down to charts. We go across charts. We go down to course extension. And then we turn it on. Enter. Exit, exit. So when I zoom into my boat, which is hitting the positive button, we now have a 1 mile bar in front of our boat. So that's when you're driving to a spot, you can see how close you're getting. When I go forward on my cursor, a toolbar will pop up and it'll tell you what degree to keep your boat if you want to keep it straight. So if we're trolling out in Lake Erie and I want to keep my 6 rods from crossing over, if it tells the toolbar that you're at 358 degrees, keep your course at 358, you'll never drive in a circle. That's how you prevent divorces on a boat. Okay. Page button. We are creating a new page now. Enter. So this specific unit has triple shot, which is side scan, down scan, and sonar. So we want to create a screen for trolling. We want chart, enter button. We want sonar, enter button. We want sonar, enter button. Sonar, sonar, chart. We go down to the layout. We press the enter button. We want to go vertical. Enter. We go down to save. So went down and across to save. We press enter. So now we have map, sonar 1, sonar 2. So let's go set up the sonars. Hit the page button. Go to cross to sonar. Press the enter button. Press the menu button. We're on auto. We need the custom. So we press enter. We go to custom. Press enter. Go down. Go to advanced, because watching this video makes you advanced. So we press enter. Scroll speed, we want it up 3 times so it doesn't cut out at higher speed. So 1, 2 is 3 times quicker on the scroll. Enter. We go down to surface clarity. We turn it off. Enter. Turn off. I don't want the top filter, so I want more power going down on the sonar. We press enter. Exit. Exit. Color line we leave at 76%. It shows you the hardness of the density of the bottom. We go down to more options. We press enter. We turn on the palette number 13, which, if you're not colorblind, shows the bottom hardness and weeds and fish inside the weeds clearer. Okay, so we exit once. Exit. Some guys prefer the amplitude scope if you want to see fish streaking up, or if you want to see your jig going up and down. So we might as well turn it on. Enter. Then you have a vertical flasher on the right hand side of the screen. Exit, exit. Now the down scan on this is excellent. It's top of the systems on all the brands. you can see the fish in the weeds, you can see your jig in the weeds going up and down. So this is your down scan, but we're going to create a page. Go down to add a page, press enter. We want our chart, we want our sonar, and we want 3D down scan, and we want it layout vertical. Enter, enter. Go down, discard, go across to save, press enter. So now we have mapping, 3D down scan, 2D sonar side by side. Last but not least, we would like to create another page. This is a side scan unit. We want side scan with down scan. So I go add a page, enter. We go down scan, we go side scan. We save it. But we want way larger side scan, way smaller down scan. Hit the power button, arrow across, press enter on adjust splits. We want way bigger side scan, way smaller down scan. Press enter. So down scan, side scan, down scan. Now we're turning on the simulator to explain what we're doing. Go to settings, enter. A really good note on all the units, when you turn on the simulator, it doesn't remember anything you do, so you can play with the settings. It doesn't change our settings, which is real mode. So what I'm going to start explaining is this. When program the unit, you cannot program it on simulator mode. It will not memorize it. But because we're teaching you how to program, I have to show you what things do on simulator. So if you're at home playing with your unit, if you just want to enjoy learning the unit when you're in the garage or not on the water, when you simulate, it will not memorize anything that you do, so you can look at what you've done. When you're on real mode, which is non-simulator, it will memorize whatever you do. So when I turn this unit off, the settings I had last done before I turned on the simulator stay there. So we start with the side scan. We hit the menu button. Oops, sorry, we go to side scan. We hit the menu button. We go to color number 1, enter. Color number 1 is blue-green. If you're not colorblind, it works very well. So we've done that. Now we're going to show you the page that I just created. So I press the page button, go down, go across, 1, 2. We're going to do down scan with side scan, enter. So we go down scan first, blue highlighted, enter button, down, side scan, enter button, go down, discard, and then save, highlighted, save, enter. I want bigger side scan, smaller down scan. I hit the power button, I go across splits, I press enter. We make the side scan way bigger. So the gap from the center of the boat to the where it starts reading side scan is called down scan. That's right here. So we take this screen, you see it's in blue, orange square. We press enter. We want color blue. So we go to more options and we do color number 1. Now, as an interesting note, 20 to 30% of the people have some certain color blindness. In the store 2 weeks ago, a customer said this was decent for him, which is the night mode, which for people that are green and red colorblind, this works better for them. Another one of our customers found number 8 better because he couldn't see certain color spectrums. You set your side or down scan color to what your eyes can pick up based on what you can see. So if you can see most colors, we always stick with number 1 because I find it the clearest version. Now that we're on the side scan screen, I'd like to mention something pretty impressive about using the systems. Side scan is basically flying over the lake with no water, looking straight down at different compositions. Side scan is a very interesting system that many people do not understand. The side scan on this new Eagle is excellent. It's very sharp, it's very, very clear. You can scroll back, you can mark waypoints, you can zoom in. So let's understand what we're seeing. Right now, on the right hand side of the boat, we've got a lot of weeds. It shadows after the weeds and the hump here. On the left hand side there's a flats. There seems to be a log over here, and there's more gravel over here. So we're trying to look for some fish. We've got one fish right there. We've got one fish right here. So I take my cursor, I move over to here. I go to this fish here, which the unit's telling you is 97 feet right of the boat. We zoom in once, twice, 3 times, because I want to save the fish. That fish is right here. So I go on top of the fish, I press the flag button, I go up to the blue symbol, I press enter. I want a fish symbol, enter. And I want to save it, enter. So I've saved waypoint number 1, which is a fish 96 feet right of the boat. Okay, I exit the screen, I zoom back out, 1, 2, 3. If I want to see something that I passed a few minutes ago, I hit the down on the cursor and I can scroll back and look at what I passed and resave something that I wasn't sure about when I passed it when I was trying to look at the FishFinder. So that's how your side scan works. Now we hit the page button and we go to the screen that we created. We press enter. We have a big side scan, small down scan. The down scan has fish review, which is a Lowrance patent, which shows the air bladder of the fish in different colors and some organic matter in different colors. So that's using your down scan, which is from here to here, with your side scan at the same time. This is a nice screen. Okay, we go back to our FishFinder now. We're going to customize our FishFinder. We press enter. We press the menu button once. We go to custom. Press enter. The range I always set on auto. Auto means you can zoom in from the bottom. Enter. Exit, exit. Menu once. Go down to advanced. We increase the scroll speed by 3, which is 2 positives. Exit. Surface clarity we turn off because I want to see more information down low. I press enter. Exit, exit. So I like palette number 13, so I'm just going to show you. If you're colorblind, a lot of people like color number 2.
As well as it's very good for marking fish on plane when you're traveling with a boat too as well.
And that's on palette number 2.
Yeah.
Palette number 8 is for the colorblind people that can't see any color or night mode. Color number 13 is the one I prefer, which shows you the hardness of the bottom as black and then soft at bottom as brown. So that's a color I prefer to stick with. Exit, exit. Go to more options. Enter. Turn on the amplitude scope, which is a vertical flasher. Okay, so that's your basics of setting up the new Lowrance Eagle. Very, very good fish finder. Very powerful sonar. If you watch the hook reveal ice fishing video, it will explain the exact same cone angles, which we have on our other YouTube videos.
Thanks guys for watching our video today. If you like them, please like and subscribe, and we'll get as much videos to you as we can, if we have the time. Thanks guys. Have a good one.
Have a great day.